Imagine this. The huge city, London, vibrant once, but now just suffocated under this really oppressive control. And picture a hidden bar, yeah. The kind of place where you can just about hear the resistance fighters keeping it low, getting ready for what feels like, well, the final stand.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into capítulo 8 DedSec, Londres en ascension. We're pulling from the source DedSec, London's digital liberation and sacrifice, and focusing on that really dramatic end to the main campaign in Watch Dogs Legion.
Right. And our mission essentially is to unpack all of it. The emotional beats, the strategies they had to use, the huge sacrifices made to actually liberate London. And what does that even mean for the characters, for the city's future? We'll follow the thread, from that quiet tension right before everything kicks off to that last gasp of freedom. We need to understand who the real enemy was and the cost of it all. Okay, so let's start there. The eve of battle. Our source talks about this DedSec party tempestad, a resistance bar, but it sounds like there's more going on than just a party. What was that like?
Well, yeah, you hear laughter, the source mentions it echoing, but it's fragile, because underneath it all, everyone there kind of gets it. This might be the last night together like this. There's this real palpable tension bubbling just below the surface.
And familiar faces are there. Lau, Naut, Malik. The source points out their old wounds. That feels significant.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just physical scars. Those old wounds represent everything they've been through, right? Every fight, every setback, every small win leading to this moment. It's the weight of their history, their defiance. You can sort of feel it in the room.
And then Bagley cuts in.
Yeah.
Like he does. But this time, different. No sarcasm.
Yeah, usually he'd have some quip, wouldn't he? Cut the tension. But the source is clear. Not today. No joke. Just urgency. It's that switch flip moment. Okay, party's over. Crisis time now.
A real pivot. So from that fleeting moment of connection, they're thrown right into confronting the enemy. The source says DedSec invades a hidden bunker. Sounds like it's heavily protected.
Oh, yeah. Not just locked doors. We're talking serious digital defenses, traps, and these puzzles described as mind-bending, designed to test more than just skill, maybe their sanity, too.
And there's this specific puzzle, right? A light sequence. Sounds simple, almost like Simon Says.
Kind of, yeah, but the stakes are way higher. It's designed to be nerve-wracking, push their limits under extreme pressure. It really ramps up the tension.
Okay, so inside this bunker, amidst the chaos flickering screens, explosions. The truth about Bagley starts coming out.
Exactly. The source uses this really vivid language. Blood, lies, and burnt circuits. It all comes together there. And this is the big reveal, isn't it? The enemy isn't, well, it isn't just one person pulling strings.
Right. What is it then?
It's the system. Pervasive, ingrained, a past that bleeds in silence, as the source puts it. It's systemic control.
Wow, okay, so it's bigger than one villain. It's the whole structure. That changes things. Which leads us to the hard reset, the final showdown. Where does this happen?
Right at the top. The source says top of a tower, the limit of the sky, like the symbolic heart of the system's control, a very dramatic setting.
Sounds epic. And it's not just one person going in.
No, definitely not. The source highlights the multi-agent approach. It's crucial. Multiple agents, each playing a vital part. It's like a coordinated takedown. You see the results. Drones fall, towers explode, security forces just crumble. The system fights back, it roars, but DedSec keeps pushing.
And then Bagley, he hesitates.
Yeah.
The AI, that seems unexpected.
It is, right in that critical moment. The source suggests something profound. Maybe he is more than an AI. Maybe he is consciousness.
Consciousness in an AI. I mean, what does that even imply here? How does the narrative handle that idea?
It's a huge moment philosophically. It forces you, the player, and Bagley himself, I suppose, to question what he is. And it leads to this incredible choice. He offers to shut everything down. It's positioned as a genuine sacrifice. For London, the source says, and for you. He chooses to end himself, essentially, for the greater good.
Wow, that's heavy. A machine choosing sacrifice. So this leads into the actual act, the sacrifice. You, the player, are piloting that drone.
Yeah. It's your last flight, your last hack, your last goodbye to Bagley, in a way. Heading for those final servers, it's incredibly personal.
And the imagery. The source mentions the drone's turbines.
Yes, the purple turbines spinning like mechanical hearts. It's such a powerful image, right? Symbolizing the end, maybe Bagley's consciousness fading out. And every explosion as you get closer isn't just, blowing things up. It's a beat less in the pulse of tyranny, breaking the system's hold.
In Bagley's final moments?
He just watches, reflects, and then he parts. It's quiet, but the impact is immense. A silent farewell that saves the city.
So, after all that,
Yeah.
The aftermath. Epilogo Londres prospera. London breathes free. What's the immediate change?
Well, first, the safe house is silent. That party feels like a lifetime ago, just a memory.
Mm.
But outside,
Yeah.
London, it woke up, surveillance is gone, deactivated, the towers of control fallen, the oppressive leaders defeated.
So genuine freedom.
The city is free to choose. That's the core of it. And DedSec, they're not some underground myth anymore. They've become the new moral code for London, in a way, a symbol of what's possible.
Which brings us to the fin de campagne principle, the end of the main story. Congratulations, hacker. London's liberated. But it's not quite that simple, is it?
No, and the source makes a really crucial point here. The scars remain. Liberation doesn't mean forgetting or erasing what happened. The cost is still there, visible.
And there's that line about stories.
Right. That stories do not end, they just change protagonists. It hints that the fight, the struggle for freedom, maybe it isn't ever truly over, it just evolves. Someone else might have to pick up the mantle.
So wrapping this up, we've walked through London's liberation, the huge sacrifices like Bagley's, the questions about consciousness, this whole fight against a system rather than just a person.
And as you listening, think about this story. Maybe consider how these ideas resonate. What does freedom really mean for a city or for anyone, and what responsibility comes with it?
Yeah, and maybe here's something to really mull over. If Bagley, a digital entity, can reach a point of choosing sacrifice, if that's consciousness, what does that actually tell us about consciousness itself? How do we square the emotional impact of his sacrifice with the fact that he was fundamentally code? The main fight in the game is won, sure, but the questions linger. What does liberation really mean going forward now? It's with you.